And whoever feels responsible to answer this question about the first part we got in the beginning of the year. Part 2 is now following, and I think 6 months later, part 3 is following. So is it a good idea that this all happens very quick? Or why not to wait like Harry Potter for a year or 1.5 year, 2 years?
I want to add one little thing. I don't feel responsible enough to answer the question, but Harry Potter, they don't wait. I mean, from my experience on Harry Potter anyway, it's continuous. I mean, there's no break in between. I mean, well, from what I did anyway. I mean, I shot Harry Potter for 11 months. I mean, those guys are almost continuously on the set. I mean, I think they just have this. They have to get them out. Just as for the same reasons. I mean, we're all growing older, so unless they recast, it's the same problem in Harry Potter. Film takes a long time to make. So.
No, that's right. Yeah, I mean, look at him. He's getting a bit haggard.
They've actually shortened. We had to shoot Eclipse in 2 months because I was having like serious pigmentation problems in my skin.
Oh my. Taylor, do you want to add anything to that question? Taylor?
I mean, another reason is because the vampires can't age. Yeah. So that's another reason we have to shoot them quickly. They come out quickly. I think it works out best for the both of us, the fans, because they want to see them right now, and we do as well. So I don't know.
If we had to draw this process out, it would be the most sort of frustrating thing as an artist, because it's all you want to do from the second you read it is get it out, like. And so it would just be, I would be constantly waiting for them to get their stuff together. And so it's actually really cool that we get to do it fast. And I thought like to keep like chronology, like to keep it to have like 4 movies, as much as they stand alone. Like I couldn't wrap my head. If I had more time to play it, I would be completely incapable. Like thank God we have to do it fast.
Thank you. Hier vorne.
Yeah, this is a very unusual thing, because usually if you make a career, you get a part, and if you are lucky, you get another part, and so on. This is completely different, and of course, it changed your life. Could you tell us a little bit, all of you, how your life was changed in the positive and in the negative way, and what are you doing to handle this kind of fame you have now?
Es tut mir sehr leid. Das geht schon ein bisschen in die private Richtung. Es ist so. Ich habe ein Zeichen gekriegt. Es tut mir wirklich leid.
Well.
Yeah. Would you want to answer it?
I'm willing to answer it.
Okay. Good.
I think we can all.
Your choice.
I think might as well just jump right in. Honestly, the way my life has changed most is my schedule. I mean, we've all been very, very busy. We've spent 6 out of the past 8 months filming these movies in Vancouver. These two, I mean, the day they wrapped, we left for the international press tour. But the thing is we're doing what we love to do. This is what we love to do. So I know that I'm having a great time. Obviously, you have to make adjustments. But I think it's very important to stay true to yourself and who you've been. And I don't think that's changed at all.
I think from an outsider's perspective, our lives look like we're living some insane paparazzi-ridden rumor, whatever. It's so not our everyday lives. I mean, like we've spent this past year, we've made New Moon and Eclipse, and we've all done projects in between those movies, so I don't think we've really had a chance to look up and notice what you're implying. I think is the negative aspects of what our lives seem like. We get to concentrate all of our energy and all of our, I don't know, just everything we have focuses on what the fans are focused on, and I understand that they have like a serious desire to. it must be hard to separate characters that you love so much and you know have sort of built up to be these sort of icons in your mind, and when you see physical representations of them, I understand how it's hard to differentiate, and that's like the biggest compliment in the world. And we've been too busy to look up and say like, oh no, am I pregnant again? That's terrible. Yeah, it wasn't really funny. But like as an actor, that's all you want to do. So it's like the coolest. Yeah, I'm done.
You want to go next?
Third.
I don't know.
Yeah, sure, go.
I'll take third.
Okay.
You back clean up. Nobody really cares what I have to say about this, so I'll just get to Rob quickly. But I will say, I have a wife and child. The only negative effects of this entire process have been suffered by them, really, in having to up stakes and go someplace else, and for me not to be able to see them as much. But everything else has been tremendously positive. This whole trip is going to seem like some kind of put-on love fest because I think we do really appreciate one another's company. But I had a lovely time working with them. And what they're not allowed to say themselves is, and I think the point of your question is, okay, great. So you're in this very successful movie, but will you be typecast? And I don't see that happening. I've been around the block quite a bit, known a lot of actors, and this is an extraordinarily talented team. They all have each one of them has the ability to do anything. I genuinely believe that. Robert?
It's gonna have I was got a little bit emotional then.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing I can add is just when you're in, I guess, the eye of the storm, you don't really notice anything else. I haven't ever had time to see any kind of perspective, and so I guess maybe in 2 or 3 years, I think that you can't. It's been such a kind of supernova. All the films have been shot and they've come out so close together, and it's the kind of fanaticism around it has exploded so quickly that. You don't notice it. I mean, we were just just down the street or wherever it was, and there's 20,000 people screaming, and it just seems like, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I still feel like I'm part of the audience. I mean, I'm not even there. I'm just I'm looking at 20,000 people screaming, but I have no idea what they're screaming at. I mean, at all. And so I guess, yeah, it'll take me quite a long time to realize that I'm not just a witness. But yeah, there's not really. So I haven't really noticed any negative sides yet.
Can I add one thing? A huge difference for me. I've always done really tiny movies that just never come out, and life experience, anything that you appreciate, it's nothing unless you can share it. And like, I've never been given this opportunity to share something. I feel very much on the same level, like he said. Like, I feel like you really are sort of a member of the audience, because what they're screaming for, you'd be screaming for. I mean, maybe not, so, but right. But that's why we do what we do. It's because you make movies because you care about people and you'd like to understand them more. And yeah, so that's a big difference.
Thank you. Das hat doch gut geklappt.